Well, hey folks, it's your old pal King Waspinator. I saw a comment on my old ancient Egypt video. The guy from Drive Through RPG who had put ancient Egypt into his cart when it was on sale, probably for Christmas or maybe the October pricing period, and then waited and waited and waited and waited, and when he went back to the cart, the price had gone up. You know, and then there's like some kind of like guilt manipulation. Oh, I'm so sick, I can't afford the extra $4, which like, well, we'll just not examine the idea that like if you're that strapped for cash for medication and bills, the difference between $12.99 and $8.99 is probably not going to like help you that much, but we'll not go there. We'll just assume it's just legit and it wasn't some weird attempt at guilt manipulation. But I mean, like let's like play things out straight here. I've been self-publishing role-playing games since all of this last September, so there's an aspect of I am still kind of feeling out exactly where the sweet spot is on the pricing for some of these things. I don't want them to be so overpriced that people are discouraged from buying them at all. At the same time, artists are supposed to value their work and not undersell their work. For one thing, pricing something too low is kind of an indication to the buyer that, oh, well, this is cheap discount crap. So, you can kind of hamper yourself by swinging the bar too low because you're trying to scoop in every random, casual curiosity seeker. When first started putting out my first few books mid-September, then October was here, and it was like October is my wedding anniversary month plus Halloween, and also I was trying to get some of those early people who are like sniffing around but weren't quite ready to dig it out of the ground, kind of a thing going on. So I dropped the prices down a little bit for October. Then October was over, reset them back to where I had wanted them to be. And I don't know, I think it's just like November and December are kind of bad sales months in general because, there wasn't much movement on them, so I put the prices back down. There still wasn't that much movement on them. I basically kind of try to, keep them lowish throughout the remainder of November and up through Christmas yesterday, just as kind of like a some way to maybe fish a few people. I mean, but unfortunately, like the Christmas season, like you're not just competing with other people writing games on Drive Through RPG, you're competing with the entirety of Christmas. So I wasn't really expecting it to be like some sort of gangbusters sales event anyway, especially with PDFs, because those are much more a buying a present for yourself as opposed to the sort of thing that you buy as a present for someone else. And in counter to that, my sales on Amazon have actually been relatively stable during this period of a couple books shipping a week that people have bought. Whereas, yeah, on Drive Through RPG, it has kind of like it started off really good and then dropped down. It hasn't zeroed out, but it's not where I want it to be. But the hope is that come January and February, when people are back to having like disposable income and are not having to buy all their kids toys and all that kind of crap, that hopefully the numbers will start to go up again. Plus, I'm about to have start my next wave of source books for all the various titles that I have on the Total Party Skills page. So as of now, the prices where they are probably where I'm going to leave them parked. I might contrive to have a sale for some holiday or another as things goes along, just depending on what occurs to me. This is all an experiment. I don't like the implication that somehow I'm just kind of toying around and fucking with people by doing this. I mean, like this is kind of the model of how this works. I don't know if you have ever like bought much in the terms of like role playing games on Amazon, but the D&D books in particular on there, but others too. But like they're the D&D ones stand out the most. Where like when they first are released, they want $50 for the fucking thing. And then, like, within a week of it being released, it's down to, like, $34.99. Then it'll fluctuate around $34, and then maybe around $28 to $29. And like once its sales have basically completely flatlined, they tend to like put them down into the lower $20. You know, you can kind of tell how the sales of various D&D books on Amazon are doing, kind of by where the pricing is. If it's doing well, the pricing is higher. If it's not doing well, they shove the price down as low as they can justify. Amazon takes a pretty big cut out of the total cost of what you're selling the book for, just to pay for the printing costs alone. Plus, then they also want a chunk of your royalty. So, you know, the Amazon prices are all kind of set where I'm making like between $3 and $4 and some change per each sale of book, and then the rest is going into Amazon's pocket. And for the most part, the pricing on drive-through is all kind of set to be $5 less than what it is on Amazon, just kind of to account, you know, to kind of, you know, like reflect the production value of the object itself. You know, I'm not going to have everything priced on drive-through a flat $9.99 kind of a thing. So I don't know, just, you know, that's what's up. The prices where I've parked them now and I'm intending to leave them are still lower than what I was originally thinking of asking for them when I first started this, which still kind of flies in the face of, you know, artists are supposed to value their stuff, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, there is a realism of, like, you know, especially when you're an unknown brand with unknown games and an unknown rule system, like, you know, maybe it is unrealistic for people to like jump over that hoop casually for too much money. However, though, at the same time, comparable to other products of similar detail and length, my pricing is like on par with what other people are asking for similar shit. So I'm not doing like D&D or Paizo or Goodman Games and I'm trying to charge you $80 for, you know, an old rewritten adventure module or any of that kind of shit. So yeah, anyway, this was just supposed to be a quick one just to let you know what's up with that. And stay waspinated.